Hello, beautiful souls, divine beings. Welcome in this lovely space with me. Today's reading goes into what is the purpose of this connection. So, if there is a certain relationship that you have questions about, a certain connection with someone that you have questions about, or you are just curious about the purpose of this connection, then this reading might be for you. I will go into the main question will be what is the purpose of this connection, and then I will allow spirit to guide me wherever this wants to go, because it feels like all three piles might go in a completely different direction. So I want to allow spirit the space to guide me through this reading wherever it wants to go, but the main question will be what is the purpose of this connection. So if you are interested in that, I will see you in your reading. Hello, beautiful souls, divine beings. Welcome in this lovely space with me. Whomever chose pile 1, I have a message for you. So today's reading goes into what is the purpose of this connection. And pile 1, what I see for you already is I see the head or the heads of two swans, and they are touching each other. They are making the shape of the heart. And when I look into that vision, it feels like they want to separate, but it's almost impossible. So I feel a lot of magnetism in here. And when I keep on looking at the swans, we have the neck of the swans, and they are underwater, and there is a boat um, sailing. It's not sailing. There is a boat going through the necks of the swans. So this is the water surface, and the boat is coming through, and there is two people in the boat, and this is you, and this is the person you are speaking about. This really feels like a love reading, so a love connection. And the boat is coming through the necks, and then I see like the boat is splitting in two, but they always come back together. So again, also with the neck of the swans, there is this sense of there is a certain magnetism in here, but it also, this really feels like a karmic relationship. I didn't pull any cards yet. I just pulled one rune, and we have Hagalas, and Hagalas is the rune of disruption. And this is the main energy of this rune is really demanding growth. So the main energy in here, also with this magnetism, this really feels like a karmic relationship in the sense of triggering. If you hear any sounds, I keep on saying it for if there are no people here, but if you hear any sounds, it's my dog. She's most of the time with me, so if I don't say it, it's her. This feels like a karmic relationship in the sense of triggering each other's wounds, bringing out or bringing to the light all the things that need to be worked on. A lot of challenges, a lot of triggers. So really this sense of a karmic relationship. And also there is love, but there is also really this strong magnetism. It's almost impossible to pull away. And if you do pull away from each other, there is always this point where you meet again. But then again, you separate. And then again, you meet. I don't know how far it goes. At one moment, when I felt like this is the vision I need, I also stopped. I didn't go any further, so I don't know where it is going. And this is according to you. This is it where you are now. So the purpose of this connection is growth. in this moment, the purpose of this connection is growth, which doesn't mean it cannot evolve into something different. But in this moment, it's really a relationship that is bringing out the traumas, the programs, everything that needs to be faced and everything that needs to be released and let go of. So it's possible to work through that together, but it's possible also not. Also, what I feel here with this magnetism, it's the magnetism I feel in here is an unhealthy one. Because you can be attracted to someone, but if you are really been pulled to someone without, almost beyond your own control, it's not always like that, but the way it feels in here, it's unhealthy. It's not coming from a healthy place. It's not coming from a place where both individuals are in a state of union within their self. There is a magnetism because things need to be triggered with each other. Or need to be triggered with each other. I don't know if that is right. There is a magnetism because certain things that need to be worked on in each individual are being attracted by each other. So magnetism is not always an unhealthy thing within a relationship, within a connection, but in this relationship it feels unhealthy. So where do I go from here? I think I just first want to pull some clarity about the both of you. You within this connection and the one you are asking about. There is a sense of equality in here. It doesn't feel like one of both is more evolved, not judgmental, not negative meant, but there is an equal energy flow between you two. The lovers. Yeah, there is this love, there is this attraction, there is the magnetism. Also within this depiction, the lovers, the way they are being, it's almost like they are all over each other. And within the energy of this reading, it feels unhealthy. It feels like there is no space left in between to be you and the other person. There is no space for the individual to exist in here. It's like this, yeah, magnetism. It's like this being pulled to each other and experiencing yourself as whole, but because of the other person. And it really feels like there is it feels like too much, just no space in between. I don't know if you see it, but they are really, I never saw it like that. It's the first time that I feel this within this card. It's like they are completely, yeah, one being, but no space is left in between. I feel a kind of intoxication from one another in here. So you are in judgment, or in the energy of judgment within Tarot, which speaks of being called to a higher purpose. And the person you are asking about comes out as the King of Wands. Okay, so it's what I feel in here is that the person you are asking about is, he or she is very passionate towards you. There is a lot of passion in here, a lot. And also for him or for her, it's very difficult to tame the beast, I hear. It's like this primal instinct that is coming up when you are together with him or her. And it feels for you that you are trying to focus on something else, because you are also looking away from this, and you are looking what feels in here, because it's judgment. It feels like you are trying to look at what is my purpose, but then there is all this passion that is like pulling you, magnetizing you towards him or her. But I do see for you that you are really trying. You are really trying to focus on something else. Let me see what is in between here. I see a lot of thinking also about this. Looking for signs, what to do with this. And it also feels like the other person is, he or she is also trying to see this connection from a higher perspective. But I feel this person being pulled into a certain illusion also. There is like this limbo. Do you say it like that when you switch from one to another? I think it's limbo. But what I mean is, he or she is switching from having a right perspective back into illusion, back into this passion that is almost untamable. It's very primal. I feel a very primal energy in here. A lot of passion, a lot of fire. Might be a fire sign also, but in general there is a lot of fire. And this person is driven by the fire. And I feel you again, like trying to pull yourself out of that, to see the truth. And again, this other person is also trying to do that, but there is there is a pull, a limbo, a switch. trying to see it from the highest perspective, also looking for signs, but dropping again into illusion. And from out of that illusion um, being controlled by this primal instinct. This is someone who is very charming, has a lot of charm in your perspective. Maybe also in general, but it's someone who is um, very charming to you. If you are in this moment not in connection with this person is watching you. And if you are in connection, they are watching you a lot. They are they are observing you. Not in a bad way, but they are just really observing you. Let me see what is in between here. Eight of Wands on the bottom of the deck. This is this can be about communication, but this can also be about something that is moving very fast. Okay. So we have here the Nine of Wands, the Seven of Wands, the Six of Wands, and the Devil. So again, this unhealthy, there is a kind of toxicity in here. Also with the Devil, it just confirms that it's there. I feel, because I put the cards, you and the person you are asking about, and I made a bridge between you two. What is the side of your person? What is your side? And you are in the Nine of Wands and the Seven of Wands. This is defense, but also the wounded warrior. So there is a scenario in here that it's a sense of something that you brought with you, a trauma. For most of you, this is not from this life. This is coming with you. Generational traumas that you brought with you to work through in this lifetime. And there are certain aspects about you, why you are attracted to this energy. It's coming from your wounded self. Your wounded self is attracted to this energy. And because your wounded self is attracted to this energy, actually both of you are coming from, it's not so much, for you it's more a wounded self. For the other person, I more feel like it's also a wounded self. Both halves are coming from a wounded self. And they are attracted by each other to see certain things, to trigger certain things, to put certain toxic behavior into the light. But what I feel in here is I feel you more in a role of victimhood, while the other person is more in a state of victory. And I said in the beginning, I don't feel you, I feel you both in an equal state. And what I see now is something different. But on the looked at it from a higher perspective, both of you are coming from a wounded self. Because if you are acting from pure love, if you're acting from a healthy, healed place, you won't play out either of the roles. So in that sense, it's equal. But the dynamics within this relationship feels like you are more in the victim role and the other person is more in the victory role. Both of them are unhealthy, and both of them can only be played out if the other person plays the role they play. If this person decides to heal, to step out of victimhood, this person cannot play his or her role anymore. It can only be in this position. So both of you are responsible for the toxicity within this relationship because you take on a certain role. I hope that makes sense. The Tower, 2 times. The Tower wanted to jump out from the other deck, and there was one extra card that wanted to come through, and it's the Tower again. So the Tower is its disruption also. We have Hagalas already in the main energy, the base energy, the purpose of this connection being destruction of whatever is untrue. Whatever is unhealthy is been destructed, is been triggered, is been challenged within this relationship. The Tower comes out 2 times, and the Tower is actually the same energy as Hagalas. So we have 3 times an energy of disrupting, destruction of anything that is not based on a solid base. Anything that is not based on truth is been destructed, is been wiped out. So besides the love, besides the attraction, besides the magnetism, that can be perceived as love, this relationship is mainly unhealthy. And what I said, which can be perceived as love, it also feels like that because I feel something in here that how to say this? What I hear is I think it's love, but it's not love. And this might sound cruel, but I don't say there is no love within this relationship, but what you and or the other person are perceiving as being the love is not love. Again, which doesn't mean there is no love in this relationship. But what you perceive as love, the thing that is making you confused or make you doubt about taking another path, it's not love. It's attachment I feel in here. It's that magnetism again. And it's these unhealed wounds that are coming up. Childhood is coming through also. You might have children with this person. But the tower 3 times. I want to look into, where am I? Okay. I want to look into guidance and advice according. I can do a full reading on this. But I will go into guidance and advice. I first want to ask something different. I want to ask, what is the potential of this relationship? Because what I feel in here, very honest, very true, I stand for truth. With the tower 3 times, I would say, step out. Step out of this. Because it just feels very unhealthy. Judgment. Judgment comes out. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. I go into guidance and advice. I say I can go very far in this, but then I'm gonna read for an hour and a half, I think. But I want to see just guidance and advice, what Spirit wants to bring through with this. But what I feel in here, let me pull one more here. Also, the energy that I'm feeling, it's like I don't know what to do. Should I go deeper into this? Should I not? And this I also feel in your energy. It's not a coincidence that I feel like that. It's like there is a lot of questions and it's very difficult to make a decision. And whatever is your situation, for what I see already now, what I would say to you is, wherever you are now, take some distance from this. Take some distance from this relationship and do your utmost best to keep some distance and look at this relationship from the highest possible perspective. Look at what you perceive as being love from a higher perspective. Really look into it, because love is something that makes you feel good. It makes you feel good. It warms your heart. There is a sense of peace involved with love. There is a sense of safety involved with love. It's something that makes you truly joyful in your heart. It's a state of freedom. It's a state where you can just be you at all times, in all ways. And yeah, like I say, there is really, Spirit is really coming through with, look at what you perceive as being love. And the fact that it comes through like this is also, you know what is love. You know what it is. You know what is true, unconditional love. And Spirit comes through with this message of, really compare this with each other. What you perceive within this relationship as being love, and what you know to be true, unconditional love. The fact that it comes through like that, like I say, it also means you know what it is. You know what is true love. So compare this. And as I feel it, you will find some clarity and some strength in that. Failure. I understand that the mistake is only an opportunity to learn. So what I feel in here is attachment again. There is something about judgment, about stepping out of this, or judgment within this whole relationship. A lot of mistakes, a lot of guilt, blame, shame, a lot of judgments towards yourself, towards the other person towards him or herself, or towards you. There is a lot of emotion in here, a lot surrender on the bottom of the deck. I can release my need to control. So there is a lot of emotion in here, a lot of difficult emotions. So again, from me to you, if I could give you some advice, I will see whatever Spirit wants to bring through here. But as I see it now, again, with 3 times the tower, this really feels like, take a moment to step out of this. Take a moment to step out of this and look at this from a different perspective. Because a lot of things are being disrupted in here. And it feels like wherever you are now, it feels like if you stay within this situation in this moment, it also feels like life is bringing in more situations to disrupt this. Okay. 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 I have to come back to what I just said. I go back to the purpose of this connection. The purpose of this connection is for you to see your wounded warrior, and for for the other person to see their toxic behavior. And that is also the potential that is in here. If both are choosing to work on this, if not, it's not a place to stay in. King of Swords, clarity. What I also feel in here is this, there is this, what I said already, guilt, blame, shame, what has been triggered a lot in this relationship. And there is also something in here within you or within both of you, the judgment of, if I would end this relationship, it feels like a failure, which is an illusion. Guidance and advice according to this. Page of Wands, the Lovers again, the Eight of Swords, the World, and the Moon. Let me clarify this World. The Eight of Wands. Okay. This is not for all, but for some of you, I have to give the message as it comes through, because the Eight of Wands comes through again to clarify the world. The world is a card of completion, of endings. And with the Eight of Wands being on the table 2 times, this is immediate action. And I feel, I say this is not for all, but for some within this connection, I truly feel that it's time to move. There is immediate action needed within this connection. Because there is a lot of disruption in here. A lot of destruction. There is a 3-party situation for some also within here. And it also might be jealousy, not trusting the other person, things that our mind started to create because of certain situation, maybe coming from a place of insecurity, creating imaginary situations in the mind about the person, he or she and you, having illusionary thoughts about that, And a message that comes through, guidance and advice for all, is to embrace the unknown. Whatever situation you are in, whatever this is about, this is really learning to embrace the unknown, learning to take a step back and to feel this, coming back to this card, this being pulled together, to learn to, or immediately pull this out. Like I say, for some it's really immediate action, but for others it's this, the moments that both of you separate, in the sense of not being pulled to each other physically, literally, this void that is in between there. What I said also, if it's possible, take a break, take a moment to step out of this situation for some time and see it from the highest possible perspective. And this is where you will feel the space within you too. And this can feel scary, but there is really, really a message in here to learn to embrace that space in between, because this is the way to health. It's very important that whatever relationship you are in, that there is space in between. And to be able to do that, we also have to learn to embrace an emptiness, to embrace the void, because the space you feel when this separates, the space you feel in there, if it's painful, it means that the other person was filling up something for you that you have to give to yourself. The same for the other person. What he or she is feeling when this space is there, if it's painful, it means that you were giving something to him or her that he or she has to give to themselves. So learn to embrace that emptiness in between. And from there, learn to give to yourself. And the more you give to yourself, the more you learn to fill up your own cup, the less you will be attracted into a dynamic like this. Okay, my dear pile one. This was quite a strong reading. And like I say, I could go an hour and a half into this to spit it all out, but I will not, because it's still a collective reading also. But wherever you are, pile one, act from a place of self-love. Act from a place of self-care. Do your utmost best to just at least take a break from this. Take a break from this. Look at this from the highest possible perspective. Ask yourself, what is, or connect with your feeling of unconditional love, and then compare that with what you perceive as being love within this relationship. Truly do that, because I really feel there is strength in there. And then for the rest, learn to embrace this emptiness that is present when you are not together. Learn to embrace that. And even though that might seem scary, once you go through it, it's not so scary. It's painful. It can be painful, but the pain you feel is the attachment. And the attachment has to break. In whatever relationship, to be able to have a healthy relationship, there has to be as less attachment as possible. And what I feel in here is a lot of attachment, a lot of this magnetism, this being pulled to each other in a unhealthy way. I'm so sorry to bring a message like this, but it's just what I see, what I feel, and what I have to share. I will not make it more beautiful than it is. And I also, because you are here, if you are still here, then again to your energy with the judgment, you being or trying to focus on something else, on your purpose, trying to pull yourself out of this attraction that is there, also feels for me that you are open to hear this. So my dear pile one, I'm going to leave you with this. And I'm sending lots of strength for this. Because I know it's not an easy place to be in where you are now. So I send you a lot of strength. And I also know you got this. You can do this. If you are experiencing this, it also means you are strong enough to go through this. It's just about you making the choices that are in resonance with your self-worth. Okay, my beautiful pile one, this is what I have for you. I hope it was helpful. And I'm sending you lots of love, lots of light, lots of peace and blessings for each and every one. Hello, beautiful souls, divine beings. Welcome in this lovely space with me. Whomever chose pile 2, I have a message for you. And today's reading goes into what is the purpose of this connection. And pile 2, what I see for you already is I have this image where I see flowers. I see a lot of flowers and I see butterflies. And the butterflies are dancing on the flowers and they are like playing with each other. So I feel a very playful energy in here, a very light energy, a lot of a very joyful energy, and it's very in the moment. It's it's very in the moment. This will get more clear, but there is something about in the moment. Very present in the now. And I didn't pull any cards yet. I just pulled one rune to get the main purpose of this connection, and I get Taiwas, the warrior rune, but in reversed. And with this I get two messages. There is one message of there is absolutely no battle or no struggle within this connection. Another message that I get with this rune, and which also makes sense with being in the moment, being in the present, that it feels like for some that this is a connection with someone that was very short-lived, or that has ended in a way, and I do feel some kind of grief in there. But there is really a message in here to, if this is your story, if you feel spoken to with this, then Spirit is really coming through with the message of, if this relationship, if this connection was short-lived, then don't grieve, but focus on all the beauty that is within this connection. It's not gone. Whatever you shared with each other is still there. That connection is there. It's infinite. What we feel when we feel grief is a form of attachment too. But the purity, the essence of this connection is very joyful. It's very bright, it's very light, and it feels very pure. It feels very clean also. I don't know why I get this sense of clean, but it's pure, it's bright, it's clean. Clean, and this might be significant for some that I use the word clean, because I would never say a connection is clean. But with clean, there is this sense of purity and this sense of being playful together and just enjoying the moment. So that feels like the essence of this connection, the purpose of this connection, or the essence. That feels more like the essence of this connection. And the purpose is, it's putting the swords down, in a sense. I will go in deeper into this. I want to see your energy within this connection and the energy of the other person that you are asking about in this connection. The Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So this feels like a connection that is... the butterfly is coming back. Beautiful. The flowers that I saw in my vision are mostly yellow, but there is a very high vibration in this color, in this energy. It's a very bright yellow, very light yellow. And the butterflies I see are white. So again, this purity is there. This yellow also, it's the solar plexus, it's our joy, it's our creativity. And then with the Ace of Cups, it's this everything that makes your cup feel full, everything that makes your heart feel full. So the purpose of this connection really feels like a connection to be able to experience something very pure and something very innocent, something very playful and something very centered in the moment. So for you, we get the Three of Cups, and for the person that this is about, we get the Seven of Wands, which is interesting. Because the Seven of Wands is an energy of defense, but also of courage. So, okay. The first thing I feel in here is that this connection is one where you are showing the other person how to drop down the weapons, how to put the weapons down, how to get out of a state of defense into a state of celebration. And it feels, as it comes through here, is that you are showing this other person the how to do that. Hmm. You feel like an anchor point in here. Showing this person the simple things of life, how to be able to just simply enjoy, and how to be in a state where you don't have to be defensive. And it also feels like the other person is very open to you, in a sense that they really trust you to put down their guard and allow this experience with you to come in for them. It's like you open something also for them that has been closed for a while. This might be someone that is coming from someone who had a lot of challenges, or maybe still has, but not in his or her deepest point. I don't feel that, but there might still be some stuff, and you are like this bright anchor point for this person. There is one more. Yes. One more. It's like you being in your presence. King of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, you are. It's like you being in your presence. I'm putting two messages together. Being in your presence for this person feels like a relief. It feels like they are able to enjoy again. And the King of Cups is on the bottom of the deck, and it also with the Ace of Cups, it feels like you are really showing them how to be in a state of self-love, a state of self-care, how to master your own feelings, how to be in a state where you feel safe enough to just feel, to just be. And this person is very open for you to learn from you, but it's not in a in a in a it just happens naturally, because you are who you are, and this person trusts you, and because this person trusts you, they open up to you, which allows them to experience what you are embodying. Hmm. Okay. Ten of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, and the Ace of Swords. What I feel in here is that most of you are coming from a place where you have been, you have walked quite a heavy journey, or you have been through some heavy challenges and you have switched that around for yourself. And this person is very inspired by that because they know what you have gone through and they see where you are now. And this is also why they trust you in a sense, and they are inspired by you. They are inspired by you, and it offers them a different perspective, and it offers them clarity, and it gives them courage and strength to do the same, to take certain challenges that they would otherwise maybe not take. You are really, again, you are really as an inspiration for this other person. An inspiration to drop conflict, to drop defense, to let me clarify this. To drop conflict, to drop the defense, to lower their guards, and to step into the path of also coming to a place of mastering what you are mastering. I feel also a kind of, maybe there is an age difference here where you are the older one, but it doesn't have to be literally age, but I feel you in a more mature state than this person, according to this, because we all have different areas, and we can be mature in one area and immature in another area. So in this area, you feel a lot more mature than this person, but this person is very open to learn, is very open to try new things that you are the inspiration for. So this person also, if this is someone that you are thinking of giving advice to, it's someone that is really very open for advice from you. They come through as the Page of Cups, where you are the King of Cups. So they are here, this younger version that looks into this path of being a master over your own feelings, being a master in your emotional, in your feelings state. And they are looking at that path in front of them, and there you are as being a grand inspiration for them. So they are very open for you, very open to you, to learn on this path. Okay, I want to see what else Spirit wants to bring in here. Balance, temperance, healing. Six of Cups, Seven of Swords, the Chariot, Strength. And the Ace of Swords again. So this really feels that it's about you. This is something that a certain path that you have walked, and that was not an easy path to walk. And you came out very victorious, very strong. And this is also the perception that this person has from you. It's very clear for him or her how strong you are, and how masterful you have taken your path. And this is of very big inspiration for this person. So what I feel in here, pile 2, the main purpose of this connection is one of inspiration, where you are an inspiration to this other person. And you are offering this other person a way of being in their true essence, being in their innocence, being in their playful state, in their joyful, happy state, and being in the moment. So again, altogether, the purpose of this connection is one of inspiration. It's where you are inspiring others by embodying the lessons that you have learned by walking through certain challenges, that you came out victorious. And this is beautiful. It's a very beautiful example also, what I feel in here, of all the challenges we go through in our lives, and then at some point we conquer these challenges, and then we come to this point of, now I can be an inspiration for someone else who is also walking a similar path. And you are an inspiration by just embodying what you have learned, embodying the knowledge that you have gained, embodying the mastery that you have gained through this. And this is a big inspiration for this person. And what I also feel in here within what is the purpose of this connection is also for this other person to learn step by step how to drop that armor, how to get out of conflict, how to get out of defense, and to learn to master their own feeling state. Beautiful, very beautiful. What else do I want here? This one. Wellness. One more. Soul journey. Yeah, it really it brings the same vibe in here with wellness, which is on your side. I put your side, the other person's side there, and there with them it's soul journey, and this feels like it's clouded, it's in the middle of a storm, but it's also number 9, so it's like an ending off. And then they see you, and this is really how they see you, and they are within these clouds, they see this, and they are very inspired and very motivated also to come to this point where you are. So, altogether, pile 2, what is the purpose of this connection? It's one of reaching a hand to a brother or a sister and showing them the light, showing them the truth by embodying inspiration. Not embodying inspiration, but by embodying everything that you have learned, by embodying this, by embodying your own wellness, by embodying your own well-being, and by embodying it, by just being you, you are an inspiration to this other person, to others in general. But within this connection, you are an inspiration for this person. And by you embodying this, it gives this other person a lot of courage, a lot of strength to step through all of this, and to see that it's possible to be this, or to come to this point out of this, because you also did that. Beautiful. Very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. And thank you. I have to say thank you. Beautiful pile 2. Because whatever you do in the first place, whatever you do for yourself, you do for all your brothers and sisters. And now what you are doing, what you did for yourself, is an inspiration for another brother or sister. So thank you for that. Thank you for being who you are. Okay, my beautiful pile 2. This is what I have for you. I'm sending lots of love, lots of light, lots of peace and blessings for each and every one. Hello, beautiful souls, divine beings. Welcome in this lovely space with me. Whomever chose pile 3, I have a message for you. And today's reading goes into what is the purpose of this connection. So pile 3, what I see for you already is I see you sitting, and your third eye is very illuminated, and I feel a lot of energy coming from above. It's like it's downloading into your third eye, and you are sitting there and you are receiving all of that. So there is a very strong sense within the purpose of this connection of downloads, of getting information that is important for your growth, getting information that is important for who you truly are. I pulled already a rune also, and we get Urus, which is the rune of strength, but it's also a rune of passage. There is a sense in this rune of death and rebirth. And within the question, what is the purpose of this connection, it really feels like whomever you ask the question about, that this person is on your path to align you with your truth, to bring in certain information, to bring in certain downloads, to bring in certain memories that are important for where you are now. It's possible that you are on this point of um, moving into something completely different, and this person is in your life. For some, this person is in your life because it's important to keep you aligned with your purpose, with your true path. What I also sense in here for some is this is not for all, but for some, this is about someone who has passed away. And there is a very strong connection here between you and this person. And this person is really helping you to download certain information within your experience that is necessary for your growth, or that is very helpful for your growth. But this is for some, because there is also really this energy of the ancestors coming through. And also with the image, with the vision that I get, it's for some it's really a person within this lifetime still alive, but for some this is a connection with the other side. And this connection it's bringing in a lot of clarity. It's bringing in a lot of revelation. It's bringing in a lot of truth. So for you also, pile 3, I'm gonna look at your energy, or where you stand within this connection, and I will look to the other person, whomever you speak about within this connection, where they are within this connection. There is a very strong feeling of alignment in here. So, or this connection is very aligned with who you are now, or this connection is really aligning you with where you need to go. Mm, okay. So in your energy, we have the Eight of Wands with harmony. And I also feel that the way you are sitting there, it's very, very harmonious. And also the fact that your third eye is so illuminated. If you hear any sounds, it's my doggy. She's dreaming and she's making funny sounds. You feel in a very harmonious state, and the fact that your third eye is so illuminated, it feels like it's almost impossible to it's almost impossible to receive this information without being in harmony. So within this connection, you really feel very harmonious. And then with the Eight of Wands is an energy of it it's it can have different meanings, but within this reading, within this energy, it also feels like fast communication, a lot of information coming in, and this is also what I feel. It's really this, it's this this what's the name, trechter, an opposite pyramid, this shape, and it's really downloading into you. And that I also feel within this energy of the Eight of Wands. So this is your energy within this connection, and the energy of the other person you are speaking about comes through as the Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Swords is a messenger. It's a messenger. So this makes complete sense. This person is a messenger for you, downloading information within you. And we have on the bottom of the deck, I didn't see that yet, again we have here strength with Urus. Number 11. This is a very spiritual connection. Like I say, for some, this is really a connection with a past loved one. We also have the Five of Cups, grief underneath while I speak. So for some, this is really a connection with someone who has passed away. If that is not the case, this is a very spiritual connection. And it's like when you are together or when you are in connection with each other, because it doesn't feel like you have to be physically together to experience this connection. But when you connect with each other on a soul level, there is a gate, um, a gate, um, a gate is being formed within that connection. You are a gate, or you are creating a gate for information to flow in. Interesting, very interesting. Beautiful. A very spiritual connection, that is for sure, and um, a lot of higher information is flowing within you in this connection, through this connection. Again, truth. There is a lot of revelation, a lot of downloads from truth coming from this connection. It's like a gate has been created by you two connecting with each other. And it's this person who is downloading within you the higher information. Interesting. There is a lot of information within here that allows you to see through the program, to see through the matrix, to see through the illusion. Again, truth. Truth has been downloaded to you by this person, or in this connection, because both of you are creating together this gate. So it's a very symbiotic connection, very spiritual. Seven of Wands on the bottom of the deck, the Fool, the Ten of Swords. This is again this death and rebirth. The Ten of Swords is an ending. It's an ending of pain, of sorrow. And the Fool is new beginnings. So again, this sense of death and rebirth, what also came through with Urus already. And this feeling of passage. So you being birthed into something new. Five of Cups comes through again. So I really feel for some this is someone who has passed away. And I'm sorry for that. I truly am. But in the same time, I'm very happy to see this, because this connection that is there, which is infinite, is so strong and so powerful. Seven of Cups. Opa, that's a lot. The Wheel of Fortune and Justice. Wow. Temperance. It feels like, what I wanted to say is, this is like a connection sent by God. And again, if this is about someone who has passed away, there is really such a strong connection between you two, and such a powerful connection between you two. It's almost like, if this is your story, if this is about someone who has passed away, it's like they have taken on a role to be your personal guide through a next phase of your life. And if this is not about someone who has passed away, then this connection is like, it feels like someone is just, it's like an angel been sent to you. And this angel is been sent to you because it's just, it's justice that someone like this is in your life, or enters your life, is in your life. And this connection will help to the wheel is here, the wheel of fortune, which is the wheel that is turning in your favor, and the wheel is turning already, but this connection is like helping this wheel to spin in the way it needs to spin. And this brings in it's like it brings in all your dreams. Let me clarify that again. This connection really pulls you out of whatever was still there based on confusion, based on illusion, anything that was holding you back. This connection is really here to to s- to to s- to spin that all around in a sense. It's difficult to explain what I feel here. It's a connection that is, the purpose of this connection is to bring you in truth, full truth. And it's, you are in a moment of passage, of rebirth, birthing into something new. And because of what you have done before, because of the choices that you have made before, this connection is now on your path, because it is fully aligned with where you are now, but it is also aligning you even more with where you have to go. And it's helping you to spin this wheel in your favor and to clear out anything that is based on illusion. It brings in raw truth. It's loaded with truth. It's loaded with truth, it's loaded with revelation, it's loaded with truth. I cannot find a better word for it. It's a massive, massive gateway that is created in this connection by you both connecting with each other. So the purpose of this is, it's alignment. The purpose of this connection is alignment. And it's here because of the choices that you made before. It's justice that is that is here. Okay, so we get nothing has gone wrong. And I clarified nothing has gone wrong. And I clarified because I get the Seven of Cups here. And the Seven of Cups, it can mean different things, but it can also mean confusion. And I also felt confused. And I tried to clarify this one. Like, what do you mean with this? Why does the Seven of Cups comes through? And now that we have here the nothing has gone wrong with the seven. Seven is spiritual support. Support from above. It feels like for some of you, you are confused about this and you are asking yourself questions from a place of being insecure, maybe because it's maybe about the intensity that is in here. Maybe you got certain ideas or certain downloads already which make you confused in a sense. And then spirit is coming through so strong in here with nothing has gone wrong. There is no reason to be confused. And I want to pull some more guidance here, but spirit really comes through here for whomever feels spoken to. If you feel insecure or confused, nothing has gone wrong, because this is a very high vibrational gateway that is opening up within this connection. If it's a connection with someone physical in this lifetime, or with someone who has already been passed away. If it's about someone who has been passed away, this can also, it's possible that you are communicating with this person and you are doubting what is coming through. And if you feel spoken to with this, there is no reason to doubt, because this is very, very real. What you are getting from there within this gateway is very, very real. And it's very, it's coming from the right place. It's a very, very supportive connection, gateway. And the information that is coming through here is very trustworthy. It's truth. It's even more than trustworthy. But if you would doubt about that, it's the truth that is coming through here. So my beautiful pile tree, what is the purpose of this connection? To put it all together, it's the purpose of this connection is alignment. It's supporting you in this process of rebirth. And it's loaded, infused with truth, with downloads, with revelations. And it's your justice, this connection, because of the choices that you made before. Okay, my beautiful, beautiful pile 3. I hope this was helpful. And I'm sending you lots of love, lots of light, lots of peace and blessings for each and every one.